let's jump right into it. Home team, Hornets.
Well, unfortunately, I think that the home team is not looking good this year. I think that they're in an awkward stage as an organization. I feel like that they're at the stage where they're just signing washed up old players and young players that really aren't showing much talent, such as Dwight Howard. He's moved around from the Lakers, Rockets. Now he's with the Hornets, and he's kind of washed up. Michael Carter-Williams, he's bounced around the league, young player, not much potential, signed him. But they did draft Malik Monk. I think Malik Monk, coming out of Kentucky, has more potential than Michael Carter-Williams, obviously, and maybe he can help out Kemba Walker this year, who is alone right now.
Yeah, and I really think Malik Monk, as I said earlier, is the best shooter in the draft. No question about it. I mean, Kentucky product, classic. Kemba, he's really good off the ball. I think they have a really good 1-2 punch going on there. And I agree with you, Dwight Howard, it's a little iffy, he's a little washed, but Michael Carter-Williams, what is that? I mean, come on now.
So overall, where do you see the Hornets going this year?
They're not getting anywhere. They're not going to the playoffs. Are you kidding me? No way. But so, let's do it. Cavs Celtics, who won the trade?
I'd have to say the Celtics. I feel like Kyrie, the Celtics, they had a big insurance plan on Kyrie. Kyrie's going the long way. But the Cavaliers, with Isaiah Thomas, well, Isaiah Thomas is 29. He's like 5'9". He's short. He's going to get bullied. Sooner or later, when he loses that explosive speed driving to the basket, once he loses that, he's nothing.
I can't argue with that really, but I think the Cavs won that trade. I mean, you got to see who they got. Man, they take IT, Jay Crowder, D Wade out of free agency from that. And then, but I mean, also you got to think about it. In general, I think the Cavs did something good because they brought Jeff Green in. And now Jeff Green, he was a little shaky with the Clippers. The Grizzlies, he did his thing. But when he was with the Celtics, he was a legitimate threat. He was a player. I think if he comes back from that off the bench, they have a solid bench.
Well, I don't think solid will take him to the finals this year.
Ooh.
I mean, D Wade, as you said, he's pretty good, but he's getting up there in age. Jeff Green, who knows Jeff Green? D Rose, got to see his knees. I mean, yeah, he did all right with the Knicks last year, averaged 20-something points a game, but he's coming off the bench this year probably.
D-Wade, LeBron. That's all I'm saying. D-Wade, LeBron. But yeah, Celtics, Kyrie, it's Kyrie Irving. What can you do? But I think Gordon Hayward's a really good thing. I think that really might put them over the top. But then again, Wizards are taking their spot, man. Wizards they're going to the Eastern Conference Finals, if not winning that. Come on now.
Well, the Wizards. John Wall is one of the best point guards in the league. Bradley Beal,
absolutely.
That is one of the best backcourts in the league,
100%.
I will say.
Oh, yeah.
But unfortunately for the Wizards, they haven't really done much in the past. I mean, Scott Brooks is one of the best coaches in the league, but I'm just going off history. How far can they actually go?
I think they put the Celtics up this year. They really fought with them, and I really do think that they can. They have to take it to the next level sometime. I don't know. It's just got to happen. John Wall he's telling everyone he is the best point guard in the league every single day. It is actually ridiculous, and I think he might be. I really do, and I think at some point they have to go over the edge. They're just gonna, and this is their year. It's gonna happen.
All right, Connor, let's move on to one of the more interesting teams in the East. How about the 76ers? That young group of guys.
Man, now,
let's talk about them.
That potential starting lineup, Markelle Fultz, J.J. Redick, Robert Covington, the process, and Ben Simmons, come on. I mean, that is a young, good team. That is a really solid team. They're going playoffs.
Well, I could see that, but also let's talk more about Ben Simmons. He did say in an interview that he wanted to be the point guard, and Markelle Fultz is a point guard. So how do you think that dynamic's going to happen?
I think that Ben Simmons he's a really good all-around player. I gotta say, we haven't really seen him.
We haven't seen either of them.
We haven't seen anything. So, I mean, I think off the ball, Ben Simmons is going to learn how to get off pick and rolls, possibly work with that. I think Markelle Fultz will be the number one ball handler on the team. I mean, it just doesn't seem that Ben Simmons is going to go into that one role. I don't know. Personally, I just don't see it happening. But I think that Ben Simmons will carry the ball a lot with him. Now I'm thinking about that. That might be a little problem.
Do you think that they could challenge in the East?
Yeah, they're contenders. They definitely are. This is finally, it's about time. Ever since Iguodala left, it's been bad.
Perfect wild card for us.
Oh yeah, for sure. So let's go ahead. What do you think about? We got some dark horses here. So I'm gonna go to one of my personal favorite teams, the Bucks. So very very dark horse team in the Eastern Conference this year. I think that Giannis, he pulls out an MVP.
Oh,
I
the
think
Greek
that
freak.
Yeah, the Greek freak. He's coming up big this year. You watch it. And Brogdon, Rookie of the Year. Where did that come from?
That was wild. I think, this young team, I really believe that they can go far into the playoffs. I feel like Giannis Antetokounmpo, I feel like he was young, but now he's grown up. He's a man now. I feel like he's going to go for this MVP. He's in a contract year. I feel like he can do it.
Oh, absolutely. And I also think that that addition of Brandon Rush is pretty solid because, I mean, he was whatever on the Warriors and whatnot,
Yes.
but he's a very natural shooter. I think that'll add some depth in their bench.
Very
and
good.
I also think that a healthy Jabari Parker,
Yeah.
a healthy Jabari Parker,
And we haven't
Giannis,
really seen much from him.
No, we haven't. I mean, that's a 1-2 punch right there.
Yeah.
Come on. Also, another dark horse in the East, the Miami Heat. Come on. I think, you know what? I think Goran Dragic is one of the most underrated players in the league. You got to remember, he just won Most Improved Player of the Year, not but 2-3 years ago. And I don't know if you heard about this. I found this pretty cool to me.
Yes.
He's on the Slovenian national team, and he had a good offseason this year. They won the Euro Cup, so I mean, they're doing their thing out there. And Absolutely.
Hassan Whiteside can push to get the MVP. I honestly believe that. I think Hassan Whiteside, early in his career, he was immature and all that, but I feel like over time, he's matured. He's a solid player in the Heat, and I feel like him leading this ball club, double-doubles every game, a few triple-doubles, you never know. I feel like he can push to win the MVP.
Absolutely. And speaking of people that have really pushed their way to the top, Dion Waiters too. Oklahoma City, he was average, but
Dion
he came to the
Waiters,
Heat.
that's a hot take.
He made a name for himself. I don't know. Adding Kelly Olynyk too. That was kind of under the radar. Nobody really heard about that.
Keep an eye out for Justin Winslow.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Tyler Johnson as well. Both young players that are really good. So let's do it. What do you think? Top 4 or 5 teams in the East. What do you think?
Okay. Regarding teams, I feel like the Celtics are probably going to come out of the East.
Wow.
Here's a hot take. I feel like the Sixers will probably be second, and I feel like the Cavs third. I feel like LeBron James this year, it's going to get to him. I feel like he has a lot on his mind this year. I feel like Kyrie is going to get into his head multiple times this year. LeBron James, he's getting up there in age. He is leaving his prime years. His best years are way behind him. I feel like the Cavs, they're going to slip up this year.
LeBron's never out of the prime, man. Never out of the prime. But I think that personally the Cavs are taking the East, of course. And I respect the Celtics' decision. I can see it happening. I don't think the 76ers are going anywhere near second in the East. No way. 7th, 6th, they'll push their way into the playoffs, absolutely. But yeah, not too far in there. But Celtics, Cavs, I think are a 1-2. I think Wizards pushing the Celtics. They're beating them in the playoffs. And then I think Heat are going there. Bucks, all playoff teams. And I do think the Cavs, they're going to the finals. They're playing the Warriors. And so because they're playing the Warriors, we are going to send that over to the Western Conference specialists. We're going to give it to Devin, Nick, and Derek. Thank you, guys. I'm Connor.
I'm Terry.
Have a good day.